In my vision, I'm lost in a maze of dead bodies. Elves stacked so high they shade the sun. Itheline guides me clear the labyrinth, where I see the sun rise on a new elven kingdom.
My guide's not Itheline. It's Amir. He just returned to Nilfgaard. He killed the usurper. He saved me.
Yours.
What are you doing?
Behold the mother of forests, the deathless mother, nesting in dreams. The rest is gibberish.
No, it's an incantation about a hut with no doors. These are our ancestors kneeling, worshipping. Perhaps this deathless mother's one of the old gods.
First you say it's Itheline, and you say it's one of the old gods.
What designs would either have with two humans?
That's convenient.
She's calling us. Stand guard until we've returned.
She's brave because I would not go down there. Oh no.
If I were them, I would have turned and walk away.
Yeah, the
Usually this is not a good sign.
just this.
Something's bad's gonna happen. Because that wound is not normal.
Oh. Oh.
It's becoming a lynchy, right?
I don't remember the name of it, but
Do you think they found a way to reproduce by infecting
maybe
people, maybe?
Keep moving.
I did say I was afraid he was gonna turn or something.
It looks like it.
A hut with no doors. The inscription.
Wait. If you're wrong, if the dreams don't mean what you think,
Behold the mother of forests. Turn your back to the forest. Hut, hut. Turn your front to me. Hut, hut.
Is it special how the flame does that flare effect? This fire doesn't reflect like this in the lens normally,
Have
but...
you seen Cirilla?
They caught us by. It's her first night here. What did you expect?
I was hoping she'd do as I say.
Yeah, right.
She would never do as you say.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
No one is ever ready for this. Give him time.
You were the last surviving Witcher after Kaer Morhen fell. You and a batch of mutated orphans with nowhere else to go.
He was basically the father figure for all of them.
Were you ready?
No.
But you protected us anyway.
No. I told you how to fend for yourselves.
I mean, that's what
That's
he
what
should
I'm
do.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's something here.
Wield your wits, boys.
I'll secure the guests. I'll check the wing. I'll check the perimeter. Follow me.
I'll find Cirilla.
No. Do what you do best. Stay and fight.
Oh, I don't know. He's...
Doesn't she need to at least know what's going on?
Look alive, girl. We've got company.
what are you doing? Stay back! Hey!
Don't barge into a girl's room raving about a sword, you moron! Stand guard outside!
Thank you. That's the thing, like, others, they know what they have to do. So he's taking care of them. She's fine. He's gotta fight. If he wants to protect her. He said she was gonna be safe here. It's time to put it to the test.
I'm here to help you.
Itheline?
I'm not scared. And I don't do help. Yes. You don't need anyone.
It's her daughter.
Nothing to hide here.
Or would have been daughter.
The path has been
Right?
hard, and the path
Is it?
forward will be hard.
It sounds like a trap.
And yet, you've stayed for decades. Why? Is it love? Power? That's what you live for. That's your play. It's for the desperate. You're the desperate one.
Because she's got her eyes, right?
Yeah.
The path to true strength lies not in humble faith, but in believing in oneself and
season one's destiny.
This isn't real.
Well, imagine if it were.
Imagine that you are the Emperor right now.
I would rebuild our forces.
Even with numbers, you'd be lost. You need friends. You want salvation. Then you're bringing back the wrong elf.
The first pure elf for years. To see your child live, you must live first amongst men.
You're no longer bound. Why haven't you thought to portal yourself free?
Well, if it's her daughter, by the way, she has the attitude.
You felt it since Sodden, haven't you? Or rather, haven't
Felt it.
Honestly, yeah, she does have Yennefer's eyes, but to me she looks like a younger version of
Her teacher?
Yeah.
Fire is dangerous magic.
farewell, chaos. What will she live for now?
Ciri.
As in she doesn't feel her power anymore?
Denial. A tasty garnish.
Is that what she meant? Like she hasn't felt chaos ever since the attack?
Maybe. Who are you?
Well, I think it's the woman who speaks to all three of them.
Beg some more. I want your desperation, crisp. You will beg me to take it from you.
What the fuck is her problem? It's all about what each of them want for the future, what they're willing to do perhaps to get there. If their insecurities, fucking hell. Well, poor girl. Fuck. They said they had to burn its heart.
Eskel. Geralt.
Yeah, well, he's no longer Eskel. Where is everyone else?
I don't know what happened. But I thought I could fight it. I thought you could help me.
I was wondering where he was.
What is this? It's Eskel. Unless she's infected him. That's not possible.
Well, like you said, they found a way to reproduce. I mean, we get to see them both fight together, though. That's great. I'm sorry it's at the expense of one of their witchers, but she's like,
it is sad though because we know that Vesemir is to them
the father figure. Yeah, but he's no longer himself. I'm gonna fangirl over the fact that they're both badass.
We need time. We can save you.
Can you? Will we kill him just to save Vesemir? Yeah. It's either that or you lose both.
You did what you had to do.
But it's a brother of his that he had to kill.
It's one of them.
Yeah. Someone who literally 2 minutes ago said he came here hoping Geralt could help. Basically, no, not one episode can go by without Geralt feeling some guilt.
There you are. It's all right.
You saw her too.
Don't worry, you're free.
You're going with them.
Francesca claims that the old gods want an alliance between the elves and Nilfgaard. I agreed.
Then you're both fools. You know that evil witch is no god.
I know, but my faith brought me this far. I'll see how much further it can take me.
That sounded like ambition. Impossible.
Not as impossible as you finding meaning. What did you ask for?
An end to this nonsense.
To live as ever. If she really is that evil, why does she let you go?
Well, she
She
said
wants
herself,
to see you suffer.
Yeah, she literally said she was gonna give her time to despair even more. And she's manipulating them too, so. But that sucks. We're gonna have, like, Nilfgaard doesn't need more allies, and now the Hells are gonna fucking team up with them. So of course, yeah, of course Fringilla is like, yeah, sure, go ahead. She needs power. She needs to come back with good news.
Yeah.
Vesemir said to me that the world outside these walls is a dangerous place. But times
So
are
that's what
changing,
it is, yeah.
even here. Nowhere's safe now. You can't run from the world. You can't hide from it.
Yes, go.
But you can find power
I'm loving
and
this.
purpose. A chance to survive the horror.
Yes. Come on, girl. Your batteries are down, that's all. She literally lost everything for this shit, you know? And that's all she has. If she loses that too, she's gonna be done.
This continent was meant for
For
no
the
one.
actress, seriously.
All you have to do, Ciri, is keep your sword close
Yeah.
and keep moving.
You're gonna train! I am all for this! Oh, I love this. I love this.
I do love mentor and trainee relationship, guys.
The music is excellent again. And right after that scream from Yennefer, which by the way, like, all her scenes are always the most intense.
The most heartfelt, yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
I do not know what she will do. I know that she's gonna find back her power somehow.
She will. She's not. I think her batteries are just empty at this point.
Of course they
Give
are.
her a minute. Like, she's dead. Right now, you know, the whole. I don't really get yet what the thing with the witch is, what her plan was or anything. She obviously expected, like, I don't know, like, maybe that witch has a plan and she needed all these 3 players to get something, and Yennefer isn't ripe yet. You know, she's not ready to fall for that. But considering now she's alone, she's cast away, like, she sent away Geralt. She doesn't have a connection with him anymore. She was already looking for friends and stuff before the fight a couple episodes ago. So she's got no friends. She's away from anyone who cares. And now she's apparently lost her powers. Her strength is going to do that. So she said, the witch said something about her despairing a little longer, and then Yennefer coming back, begging, you know, for her to take it away. So the witch wants them to ask something of her. So yeah, if Yennefer lets herself despair that much, she might come back and do something there. But in the meantime, hopefully she finds someone to support her and she finds some strength. Because, I mean, she is a strong character, but it's true that her magic is literally the one thing that kept her alive for so long. You know, it's the one thing she had that was hers and that she could control. And that's on the positive side. And on the negative side, it's also the reason why she lost everything else.
True.
So if she loses that I think she would be completely gone. So yeah, no, I don't think it's permanent, her thing, but the question is she gonna despair before she finds it back?
I really hope that she doesn't, because I don't know for you, but for me, that witch is a bad omen.
I don't know what her deal is, but
it's a bad
I
omen.
don't trust her at all. I mean, Yennefer says not to trust her, so I trust Yennefer.
Over
and it's the fact
two, yeah.
it's the fact that obviously she was pretending to be, you know, a figure that they would trust, a figure that they would listen to, and they would definitely fall for that person's words with that mask on. So that's screams of manipulation. And what came out of this from the other two girls' side isn't good. The elves teaming up with Nilfgaard isn't good. Because, I mean, we still don't really know their message, but I don't agree with how they're doing things, and it also screams of manipulation. Like, oh, I found the answer, and now you must find the answer too, but I'm going to force you to find the answer. That screams of, I'm going to strip you from your freedom, and you know, I'm going to show you what to do, as long as, basically, it's you're going to be prisoners, but you're going to be much happier if you don't have
like
free
they're
will.
saying that right now, they are slave to some sort of master, because their fate is wrong. So they want to free them from one master to put them under another master.
Well,
you know
that's
what
the
I
thing.
mean?
The only ones, I mean, the ones whose backstory we got, Fringilla, for example.
Yeah.
The backstory she gave us was basically, you had nothing else to lose. You were a prisoner. You were completely done. And then someone came in, saved you. So obviously you owe that person your life. You owe them hope. Everything that you know, allows you to live.
He showed you the way, basically.
So we cannot really trust your reasons for following him. And we don't know why he follows the white flame. So we don't know his thing, his deal. But Fringilla following him, that cannot be trusted. Like, we cannot expect her to be in her right mind when she says why she does what she does with Nilfgaard and stuff, because it's all based off of, you saved me. It's not objective, you know? So, and like, same here, like, she's obviously aware that this was wrong, but she's going along with it because it means she gets to come back. Like, she has ambition. She gets to come back to the white flame and be like, see, I might have lost,
but I brought you
there, but I brought you this army.
Yeah.
And then the elves, it's kind of the same deal. Like, they are so lost, they have nothing. You know, they're dying, and they have no hope for the future. And then comes in a message from one of their gods saying that they'll find
if you do what I'm saying, you're gonna your kind is gonna survive.
Yeah, we can't again, like, it's the same thing. If you ask them, why did you join with Nilfgaard, you cannot trust their reasons because they were so low. They would have trusted anything that would, you know, promise them a future for their race and stuff.
Nothing's good's gonna come out from these guys.
I know. I don't like that they're teaming up, and I don't like the fact that it happened because of something obviously evil or dark. Like, there's another intent there, but we need more info on that. Because before we jump to Ciri and Geralt, we had a little hint of the history of the world, because I know people hinted at it in the comments of season 1, and since we haven't read the books or anything, we don't know about this, but how the world came to be, because we were talking about, you know, the history of the whole thing, and you know, the fact that it's not our world, but then again, it might have been our world, and they say something about the spheres colliding. So are we talking about different dimensions that eventually did this, and the world that we knew ended, and the survivors had to learn how to live in a world where monsters were now a thing, and the elves were in their world, and then bang, you collide, and now humans were a thing, and monsters were a thing, and stuff like that. If that's the case, it's fucked up. But can you imagine, like, if one day we're living our lives, and then suddenly, bam,
Witchers.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are a product of, you know, these worlds colliding, but it's an interesting world creation moment. You know, it's an interesting genesis for their world, if that's what happened.
I know that. Well, I'm okay. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Okay, you're not sure. If
No, but I mean, it's in the game with Ciri, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. But
how do you know something about the games that I don't? You haven't played.
I haven't played, but I've watched people playing online.
Oh, okay. You watched. Okay. So in that case, we were not going to talk about this. But if it's in the world building,
it's about other worlds and other dimensions. Like
yeah. But
it's related
anyway,
to that.
people, you guys talked about this in the comments of season 1. So I'm pretty sure since we talked about this here, I'll see other comments that explain it better.
Probably.
So it's fine. But I thought it was interesting that we kind of hinted at what led to this world existing, and it's kind of like a fantastic Big Bang. Like worlds existed and then suddenly there was a Big Bang and all those worlds connected and they became one thing. Yeah. I think it's original to, as a way to create a world.
It's different from what we're used to.
Well, I mean, it's the lore of this story.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
Now, let's go back with the Witchers.
I'm happy, I was happy to see all these other Witchers. Vesemir, who by the way looks exactly the same as his character in the game.
Yeah.
Perfect casting. I love to see Geralt in this environment where he's just so at ease because it's what he knows, It's they all understand his reality being here,
Of course
they're the same.
Of course he's comfortable. He's amongst his own. So
and
yeah.
no one is judging here, because they all understand, and it's another thing. It's one thing to be with people who, like, for example, Jaskier doesn't judge him, but he doesn't understand him either. And unless he would turn into a Witcher one day, which is not gonna happen, he would never understand Geralt, because he doesn't understand what he's been through. He doesn't understand the looks, the emotions and the curses and stuff that he gets every day from the people. This sense of, I am my own person and I cannot mingle with the humans because they won't allow me. They all get it. So to see Geralt in this environment was very, very cool. And I also love that we literally talked about what I talked about last episode, which was, Ciri's interest in Geralt's way of training and the use of magic that he showed and his signs and stuff. She was interested in that, and I was excited because that leads to her learning like a Witcher, not necessarily becoming a Witcher, but at least learning the techniques and stuff. So I was really into that, and it makes a lot of sense. Like we talked about, what are you going to do here? Learn about monsters? And she said that a bit like, we're going to learn about monsters. I'm like, yes, you have to. Do you want to survive out there?
Take a book and start to read.
Well, that's the thing. You want to be strong. And then she leans into, gathering stuff and stuff. Yes, you've got to be prepared. Do you want to survive out there? And then she's like, training. And I'm like, there you go. The interest.
Prepared.
No, but at first it sounded like she was complaining. But then again, it's because she's low-key trying to...
It's her way of asking for, can you teach me something?
Yes, and it makes a lot of sense because she would want to become strong enough to fight back. I love what he said about, we don't kill out of fear. And I love that he said fear because you could have said anger, you could have said revenge or anything, which is also true. You don't kill out of anger. You cannot let emotions get in the way because, first of all, getting into a fight when you're controlled by your emotions is never a good idea.
Like I said, hating someone is not a valid reason to kill it.
Well, I mean, you still have a valid reason to kill the guy considering he's invading, but you cannot allow... But I love, he said fear. If fear guides you, that's when you make mistakes, and that's when you regret it later. So you need to be in control of your emotions. And I mean, that's the big deal with the Witchers, It's about you control your emotions so much that people think you don't have any, because you become blank. But in this case, it's less intense. It's more like you cannot allow your emotions to control you, because if you go into battle and your emotions are the ones holding your sword, that's when you die. So I like that little lesson. But she is interested in training, and I love that he got to this understanding too, thanks Vesemir, by saying, I didn't protect you, I taught you how to protect yourself. Because you won't be there for her always. You cannot, I mean, he could, but technically it's better for her to be able to fight.
Yeah.
Because that's how you prepare them for the world. The world is always going to be dangerous. And the place you thought was the safest turned out to be a very dangerous place where you were not there to protect her because you were supposed to do your job. So what happens if she gets attacked in the place you thought she was safe? And if she doesn't know how to protect herself, she's gonna die. So teach her. Don't cuddle her. Don't, stop yourself from showing her how to defend herself because you're afraid of what that's gonna turn her into. Because it's a path he doesn't enjoy and he doesn't want her down it, but she doesn't really have a choice. And it's gonna be necessary.
Unless he does it differently.
I'm not saying he's gonna put her through what he went through, but it's almost like he didn't want to train her because he was afraid of turning her into him. Like it's a path he never enjoyed and it's something now that he deals with. And it's not, I'm not saying he hates Vesemir for putting him through it, but I think that if he were given a choice, he would not do it again. And he doesn't want to put her through that, the hardships of having to defend yourself, of having to learn about the hard reality and stuff, and the pressure of killing things around you, the pressure of having to do that because you have that responsibility if you know how to defend yourself. He doesn't want her to learn all of that, but at the same time, she is hunted. She is a person of importance. She has a power. They don't know yet what she is. They're trying to find out, but still, people are going to look at, they're going to try and find a way to get her, and if she doesn't know how to defend herself, she's going to die. Eventually. So yeah, I am all for the training. I love how they did this, and I'm a supporter of that.
Yeah.
Because she needs to learn how to fight back at one point.
Eskel.
Yeah, you can take that one away if you want to talk about this.
No, mainly I just think that it is a sad reality to know that because of your job, because of what you are, you're put in that position that you need to kill one of your brothers, one of the kid that you taught and raised, basically.
Well, for me, it's the fact that he was saying we have a way to save you, but unfortunately, it came down to Vesemir or Eskel.
Yeah.
So Geralt has a personal connection with all of them, but Vesemir is the one that taught him, and he wasn't cursed or changed or anything. So he had to make a hard choice, which is what their life is about. It's really sad. And I mean, I think they all understand it and they all know it because that's why they keep those pendants up on that tree in the main room.
I know that when they felt that something went wrong, all of the pendant kind of...
Well, it reacts to monsters being close.
Yeah. So, I mean, the pendant of magic, right? They're enchanted.
I could be completely wrong about this, but I think it's because of the metal that it's made out of.
Okay.
Kind of like their sword.
Yeah.
The sword they used to kill monsters.
I don't know for you, but the way that I'm thinking about it is like their brothers might be dead, but by keeping their pendant, it's like they're still, their spirit is still inhabiting.
Yeah.
What's Kaer Morhen? That's the name of the place?
Kaer Morhen?
Kaer Morhen, yeah.
I think, well, it's part of that. Like, you never forget the ones that fell before you because you're part of the same family. I think it's also a reminder of why you're doing this. You're doing this to save lives. Literally, I mean, it's for money too, but technically you're also doing this to save lives. And the people that fail trying to do your job, their motivation to push you to become stronger and to do better.
I might be completely wrong about it too, but do you know about the Tree of Life? You know what is it? Or the symbol of the Tree of Life?
In what universe?
Just normal word, the Tree of Life. You got the trunk, you got the branch that are connected to the roots, so it's basically the circle of life, basically. Okay. And what I found really interesting is basically all of the pendants are hanging from a tree.
A tree, sorry. It
made me think, that made me thought about it.
Are you having problems expressing yourself?
Yes.
Today?
Yes.
Okay.
It made me thought about it, basically. Like I've
think about it.
Think about it, yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna correct you a little bit because you
sound
sound like you don't know how to speak English.
I don't mind. I need to drink water, man. I don't care. But
like every pendant, every person that died is a part of that tree. and they go back to feeding, not that need, but they're the reminder for what they're doing this and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can say it like that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're trying to say, and we did not express it correctly, but I get what you're trying to say.
Their spirit keep on living.
Yeah, well, that's, yes, but that's generally.
Metaphorically.
Yeah, I mean, but that's for everyone. In their case, I see it as a reminder and a motivation to do better. You know, we're doing this because we all used to do this, and those are the ones that fail doing this job, and they deserve to be reminded because they don't have anyone else. So if they remember, at least there's someone or something that keeps them alive a little bit.
Yeah.
It is still sad, you know. They don't have many brothers, so having to kill one is already pretty dark.
Now they're less than 20, right?
Well, he remembered them being 20, but I didn't see 20 Witchers. In any case, I am just glad that Ciri's gonna start training. I am sad for Yennefer. I hope that she doesn't despair as quickly as that witch wants her to. She needs help.
For her sake, I really hope that she's gonna find her powers back by herself and not come by begging that old witch.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want her to despair.
Chaos everybody's gonna be doomed.
It depends on what that witch wants.
Something bad.
Because that was really, really ominous and weird. Like, how come you got in contact with these three specifically? I don't know. We will see further in the show, I guess. But so far, I just feel bad for her. Because, I mean, she always goes through the worst shit. Mentally, emotionally, and stuff like that. Like, it's always her that loses stuff. Jesus, give her a break. Her and Geralt are martyrs. Like, it's crazy. But
at
and
least
Ciri
he has
too.
Ciri now.
But that's the thing. At least now he's got Ciri. She's completely alone. Hopefully she finds someone next episode. Someone can help her.
Hopefully.
In any case, that's it for episode 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be on YouTube next week, guys. So keep an eye on it. I'm going to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.